What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So guys, people are very interesting in the black community when it comes towards criminals. People who are drug dealers, gangsters. You guys know we have different type of criminals in our community, and because of how white people have treated us and in the unfair system of white supremacy in America, we tend to not want to help the law as much. I'm not saying that people don't snitch or don't turn evidence against certain things. Obviously that happens. But typically we come from that no snitching culture. People brag about going to jail and doing 20 years or 30 years because they wouldn't snitch. And people that are on the opposite side of the law are looked down upon. Like in Black America, if you're a cop, you're a black cop, it'd be better for you to be a drug dealer. If you're the district attorney, God forbid, people hate you. That's why a lot of folks hated Kamala Harris, because she used to be the district attorney in San Francisco. But now I want to talk about this kind of RICO indictment going on with like Young Thug and Gunner. As we know, they're facing some serious charges with a lot of these RICO charges from killings and drug dealing and stuff like that. And both of these guys are really talented rappers. In my opinion, why they have to do this, I don't know why. But Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis is scared for her life. All right. And that is because the death threats that she is getting. Now think about this. If this person is white, district attorney, not getting death threats. But see, black people play that stuff with other blacks, right? And I want to play this clip of her doing this, talking about it, and then we'll come back with some more commentary.
Much more cautious now than I've ever been in my life of paying attention to my surroundings. It's required for me to stay alive.
Fannie Willis says she ran for Fulton County District Attorney in significant part to help victims and to prevent other people from becoming victims. But now she's become victim of threats.
What are some of the things that have been said in threats?
Basically that they're going to murder me, that the DA is going to get got.
Because of how she does her job, and she's living her life amid extraordinary security measures.
And I'm not going to be intimidated from doing it, and doing it in the correct fashion and holding people accountable.
She says menacing communications about her, mostly on social media, ramped up a lot after the high-profile racketeering indictment involving some celebrity rappers and YSL, an alleged criminal street gang.
We don't believe that these threats were directed by anyone that is in the YSL indictment.
By people sympathetic, potentially, or affiliated?
I would say that people that are very sympathetic, maybe admirers of YSL and connected to them in some sense.
So guys, you hear this now, all right? It's unfortunate. Now I know that she is the district attorney. She's a woman, she's a black woman, and I don't like, I'm not the kind of person that likes attorneys or the police myself so much. But it's a necessary evil, okay? Not all DAs are bad people. Not all police officers are bad people, especially in our community. But you have these punks who are threatening her undisguised. No one knows their name. They keep their locations hidden. Any bitch can do that, There's a lot of people who want to make threats and stuff like that. And they won't show, who they are, where they are, and all that stuff, or who their name is, because they know that somebody will kill them. So they say hide behind certain things and talk shit until somebody finds them and bust their head. Because anybody can set it over the internet and make little skinny threats, stupid threats, and play on the internet like they're dumb. And that's exactly what people are doing with her, making all these threats. She got to get her security up because they won't come up there and say it. Because if they do, they're going to jail. So we know they're not going to do it. Here's my situation with this, okay? Where's the accountability for what these young men were doing? And that seems to be a big issue. I get you don't like the cops. I get you don't like her or district attorneys. Fine. I don't got a problem with it. Here's what we're never going to get around. Why are they in jail? So they're in jail. It's her fault. So she needs to be threatened because they in jail. That's how some of us think. The free my N-word sagas. Okay, so, It's her fault. She's the reason. No. That person can be anybody as the district attorney. It could be white. It could be black. It could be anybody. Hispanic. It could be a purple person. That person is arbitrary. Let's get back to the point. Why are they in jail? Oh, because possibly they broke the law. So why don't you want to be able to take it to Young Thug and Gunna for what they did? Possibly. And I don't know what they did. Hopefully they didn't do it. You know, the Young brothers, I hope that they get out if they didn't do it. Okay? Because Young Thug, I believe, he has a heart for certain people in the community. He do some things that's a little questionable, but he seems to be, a lot of people like him in Atlanta and Gunna, and he's a young brothers, right? They got their life ahead of them. But the question is, why are they there? And see, we got to understand that we have in Black America a group of people who feel that Black people should be able to do whatever the hell they want to do and get away with it. They'll threaten you. They'll make all kind of stuff. But see, let me tell you this. What you put out in life, you're going to get back, okay? When you enable criminality, the next person that is on target to come is you, your family. See, because if it's one of your sons or daughters getting killed by one of these guys, now you mad, now you want justice. Would you want somebody threatening the DA? See, that's what happens. See, certain parts of the world, the law don't work that well because of corruption or because of whatever else. But in the United States, it works fairly decent. Now, in some parts of the world, the law may not work, but then somebody come to your house with that gun and blow your head off because you was talking shit. Now, that part works. People kicking your door in and stuff like that, and they rough you up and they cut your head off. So I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah, I know. Right? But in general, what we're dealing with here is a lack of accountability. You can't just do whatever you want to do. And that's what some folks want. Oh, he my favorite rapper. Free him. Okay? That's why Atlanta is looking like what it's looking like right now. And that's why so many people getting put out of Atlanta now. Because they tired of y'all. You already see what they're doing in New York City. New York City is, I hate to say it, they tired of Black people. What are you seeing now? The rent is like, now listen, you have to make 40 times the amount to rent there. So if you want a $4,000 apartment, you need to make at least $157,000 a year. They tired of y'all. Some of us. Okay? They don't want to put up with it. So y'all want to blame her. She's not the problem. The system that created these guys and their own personal actions, which is latter is the greatest. That's the problem. So, threatening people online, little coward stuff like that, trolling people. That's what little hoes do. Okay? You really bad about it, go up there and tell her personally what you're gonna do or do it. But you won't do that because you're scary. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode of Celebrity Junker. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. Check out the first come at the top. And as you know, the before remains all-time high. All right, I'm out.